Alright, hello my wolf pack and welcome to the stream. We are going to play something a little different today. This is a Gridcannon. And this table is still not how I want it. It doesn't want to get in the middle where I want it to be. Good enough. So the Gridcannon, which is a game by Tom Francis. It was made, or at least a video was uploaded about a couple months ago, I believe. It's a game that has fascinated me ever since I discovered it. I love tabletop games and card games and such as that. And so I'm going to try playing Gridcannon today, see if we can win with the updated rules. Actually, I forgot to put in the title, so let me fix the title real quick, because I forgot to put in the title that I'm playing with the updated rules. Whoa, that is my stomach. What is going on with my stomach? I don't know. Alright, that title, that title save. So, I've constructed a sort of iffy setup here, and I'm not even gonna try to show you how iffy this setup is at this point. Maybe at the end of the stream, because it's quite something that I've constructed here. Kind of proud of it, but it also might be terrible. So I have sort of a weird angle. I don't have a real top-down angle, but hopefully this angle is going to be good enough, and you can see the card faces and all that. That little shadow is the shadow of my wallet, which is propping up my phone. So it's kind of strangely put, but I guess it works, so we're going to go with it. I'm not going to really explain too much about the rules, probably, of the game. So I've linked to the rules, so go check out that link to see the rules. I hope I'm also talking loud enough so you can hear me. The jokers and aces are included in this deck. I don't know why I said the aces. Usually the aces are included. The jokers are included in this deck for this game. This is a new deck that I just got, and I'm also doing this video to kind of show it off because I'm proud of it. So, excuse me. Let's go into the game. I kind of have a setup that I've established for the stash pile and the deck. And so I'm going to try to also show how I do that, because I think it works pretty well. So we start by laying out the grid. I'm going to check after I lay these out how well this can be seen. Although we have royals, so we put the royals aside, of course, and then I'm just going to fill these in because I forgot to do that as I went. Alright, there's another royal. Alright, so we have the grid here. Let's make it a little more orderly. Alright, does that work? Sort of. I guess I'm trying moving a little closer, but I can't move it too much closer. I won't have enough room. But I guess that can work like that. So this is the grid, and I hope you can see those card faces and see what they say. If not, I'll kind of also try to explain as I go what I'm placing on what. So we got a 9, 8, 5, 4, 2, 6, 6, 6, 3. The colors and suits are relevant, but for the moment we're just going to worry about the numbers when we actually start playing cards. So we got 4 cards here that are royal cards. This game, I know some people also have nicknamed Kill the Royals, because the goal of the game is to kill the royals. The full rules I've linked in the description, by the way, if you want to go check that out. So I have, let's start with the kings. Actually, I think we're kind of supposed to start just from, I don't actually know. I don't think that Tom Francis specified if you get to choose like where they go, like pick any one, or you have to choose from the one you flipped over first or last. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave. I think it was like that. I'm just gonna leave it as is and do it top to bottom. The bottom one is the one I flipped over first, so this is the most recent one that I flipped over. We're gonna put down first. So we have to put the royals next to the cards in the grid that is the most similar to it, which means the highest card of the same suit. So for king, that is this 4 over here. And then we have a jack of spades, which is going to go next to the 9. Since it's on a corner, we can choose to place it in either spot, either here or here. I'm going to choose to place it here for the reason that these are not the same color or suit, and so the jack is the easiest to hit with cards that aren't the same color and suit. Whereas these are the same color, so I could put a queen there at some point and be able to hit it just fine, except we actually have to put this king here because it's the highest spade. And then for this queen of hearts, we put it next to the 6. So we have 4 royals out so far. And we are going to flip cards over. The deck should not be face up like that. We're going to try and flip cards over and kill all the royals. So the way that I typically do this is I put the deck somewhere around the edges where it's not going to be interfering with the game, which can be any of the corners because there's always an open spot in the corners. Then I have my stash of my aces and jacks in another corner. So I'm going to select this corner for the deck. It doesn't really matter which corner. I'm just going to decide to put it on this corner over here. You don't really need to see like anything on top of the deck or anything, so I think that'll be fine for the stream to put it like that. Hope this can all clearly be seen well enough. So we are going to start flipping over cards. I'm allowed to replace a card, but I don't think I want to do that, actually. I think I just want to leave all the cards down that are currently here because I don't think I need to replace any cards. So I'm just going to start flipping cards over. So we have a jack first. That means we have to place it next to the thing most similar to it, which is the 6 of clubs. And then we flip over another card, and we need to find... Okay, we don't have any hearts that are not currently occupied by another royal already there. So we are going to place this next to the card of the highest color, which is the highest card of the same color, sorry, as the king, which is the 8 of diamonds. And then we're going to flip another card, and we just keep flipping cards. We have a 7 of hearts. Okay, we're going to place the 7 of hearts. I wish I could place it on that 8. Now I wish I was thinking about replacing the 8, but I didn't. Kind of wish I had now. A little late though. We're going to place it here so that we can go for killing this queen. Hopefully we can get another club to place on this 4. So we'll already have it lined up to kill that king. So we have to place cards that are equal or higher value on top of other cards and try to match. For the king, we have to have 2 cards here for what is called the payload. Or let's use the queen as an example since we're kind of going for the queen. So these 2 cards here are the payload, this card is the trigger. So I have to place a card on top of this card to fire these 2 at the queen. For the queen, it has these 2 payload cards have to be the same color as the queen. For the king, they have to be the same suit. For the jack, it doesn't matter. They can be any color in any suit as long as they equal or are greater in the payload combined total to the health of the card. Kings are 13, queens are 12, jacks are 11. So we have to have these 2 cards, these payload cards, equal 11 or more till the queen, which currently they have 13, which is way more than 11. So we have a diamond here. We don't really have any where we need to place a diamond because we don't have like a king of diamonds out or anything like that. So I really don't have anywhere I want to place a 10 right now. Honestly, there's no good place to place it. I want to leave that spade there so I can kill the king of spades with it. I don't really want to raise the value of anything too much, but I don't know if I have a choice here. I guess let's kill the jack by placing the 10 here on this 5, which is going to fire the payload of 9 and 8 at the jack, which is way more than 11. If you want to kind of know what I'm doing, you can go read the rules. I have a link to the rules in the description. I'm using the updated rules, which are at the bottom of that page. Otherwise, I'm explaining a little bit, but not explaining it too much. I'm trying to explain enough so you can understand what's happening, but unless I actually go into a full, like, how do you play sort of lecture, it's going to kind of be hard to understand. The main goal is we have to kill these royals that are around the outside of this grid. And we do it by firing payload cards, which are the 2 cards closest to it in a line to it, by firing the payload cards at the royal using the trigger, which is the card opposite the card. The royal we're trying to kill. Did I just place a card? I'm not sure. Kind of lost track of where I was exactly. Okay, we got an ace. With the updated rules, aces and jacks go into a stash, and you can play them from the stash by flipping them over, and then they can never be used again. You can only use them once. I'm going to put the stash here where it can be more easily seen by the stream. And aces, you can pick up an entire stack, flip it over, put it on the bottom of your deck, and that clears an empty space where you can place anything you want. Jacks, you can only move the top single card of a stack onto any other stack, and it has to be legally able to be played onto that stack, so it has to be equal to or higher value. So we got an ace, which is really good. By the way, scoring at the end of the game, you score points equal to the number of unused aces and jacks you have left in the deck and your stash. So a perfect game is 6. I've never gotten anywhere near there. I think the best one I've gotten is maybe like 3 or something like that. 3 unused jacks and aces. Something along those lines. I don't know exactly how many, but something like that. Alright, let's keep flipping cards. We have a 7. 7 is going to go Here. That's actually a really good place to lay it because it shoots this queen for one with plenty of damage because both those payload cards are the same color and happens to be the same suit as it. And it also places a spade that is ready to shoot that king of spades. And the kings are, of course, the hardest to kill, so it's really good to get those placements when you can. Ace of spades. I actually think I want to just fire at this king right now. So we're going to place it on this 6 and kill this king. And that's a real good start here. We already have killed 3 royals, one of them being a king, which is definitely going to be helpful for later. I've at one point had 3 kings left towards the end of the game, and that was, I almost lost that game. I almost ran out of cards in the deck and couldn't do anything. I used, I think, every single one of my jacks and aces to stay alive. Okay, we have an 8. We are going to place the 8 of clubs onto this 7 and hope that we get another club that's higher or equal to the 7 of clubs to be able to hit that king. But I'm kind of setting up to hit that king right now. We have an ace, we put that into our stash. Alright, we got a queen. It's going to go next to this 10. I'm going to place it here. Am I going to place it there? Yes, I'm going to place it here because that's going to be much easier to fire at. Because our trigger card is only a 3 right now. And those are already the same color. If we placed it over there, it also would be the same color and is way enough to hit the queen and kill her face. But that's a 9, which is much harder to play on. Alright, we have a 3. We're going to fire this right now by placing this 3, killing this queen. Alright, easy enough. We have a 4. We do need hearts to kill that king, but I don't know if a 4 is going to end up helping us all that much. If we place it there, which we'd have to use an ace to be able to place it there, because we would need a 9 to be able to even shoot at the king with enough damage, and that's a high card that we can't probably rely on using at this point. So I think I'm just going to place this on top of the 3, which is the only place we can place it, and just see what other cards we can draw. 5 of clubs. That would be enough to put to fire with here. Barely, that would be 13. You know what? Let's do it. We're just going to leave this 5 here. We're going to use an ace. So I'm just going to flip over and put under that ace there. And we're going to pick up this stack right here, which is a 7 of spades and a 4 of clubs. Put it onto the bottom of our deck. And then we're going to take this 5 of clubs and put it right there, replacing it. We have a 2 of clubs. I don't want to put it as armor on anything because all we have right now are... Well, I could put... I'll put it on the jack. I'll make it a 13. Yeah, I think it's worth putting it as armor, actually. Because we don't probably want to use our other ace right now just to be able to play a 2 on a spot that we wouldn't even be a good spot right now, so we're just going to put this armor on the jack so that its health is 13 now. We have enough damage here to fire at it currently. We have a 4 of spades. Let's just place it on this 4. 8 of hearts. Okay. This is good and not good. Because if we place it here, then we're better set up to kill the king later. But if we place it here, we can fire and kill this king. I think it's better to hold out for a card to fire with and place it here. Because we need that 8 of hearts there to be able to fire at that king of hearts. Alright, we got a king of diamonds. Place it next to the highest diamond, which is the 10 over here. And we have a 10 of clubs. All right. I mean, we could just place it on like this 8, I guess. That's going to make it really hard to be able to find a heart to place there because we need the 10 of hearts. But we can also always just pick it up later and place a lower heart card there. We could also just fire with it. I definitely want to leave that 10 of diamonds there for sure next to that king. So I think it's going to raise the value of the stack anyway. And I don't want to raise the value of that stack, I don't think. Maybe. We don't need that stack anymore, do we? No, we don't. Because we've already fired there, and now we're about to fire here. I'm actually going to place it here because we don't need this stack anymore, so we shouldn't need to worry about that. So we place it there, we fire 13 damage at the king, which is exactly its health to kill it. You still confused there, Ela? I know I'm not explaining all that well, and I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to give you enough understanding, maybe, of what's happening. As I said, rules are in description if you want to go read those. All right. 3 of diamonds. That's pretty sucky because we can't place it anywhere. And all we have is 1 ace right now. I mean, we could just pick up that 8 right now if we wanted to, I guess. I mean, we also might need to pick up that 8 at some point. I'm not good at memorizing these stacks. Part of the game that would be very helpful is memorizing what's on the stacks as best you can to remember where everything is so you know which stacks to pick up that you'll need. I'm thinking we pick up that 8 pile because I really want to kill that King of Hearts, and we already have a fairly good trigger right here. Like, it's not too high. So I think I'm going to use this ace and pick up this 8 pile and place this 3 here. I don't even know if we're supposed to be looking at these when we pick them up, but ace of clubs, 7 of hearts, 2 of hearts. So we have a good heart now on the bottom of our deck. That can go on top of that 3. All right, we got a joker. Good. We were kind of hurting for a card like that at the moment. 2 of diamonds. Gosh, we're drawing all the low cards now. We literally cannot place this anywhere except as armor, which probably be a terrible idea. So, use a joker? Question mark? What would we move? I don't know what's under that 10. I think it's a 5. So we need to move something that's only 1 card. What's something we could move that we probably don't need? I don't have any clue. Let's use this joker, and I'm probably not supposed to touch the piles either to test how many cards are on it. That seems like cheating. I'm gonna move this 5 over here using that joker, and then place this 2 here. I don't really know what I should be moving. I'm sorry, I just bumped the thing. I hope that didn't move it. Okay, I think we're still good. No, I don't think it really moved. I think we're good. I'll leave it alone. All right, let's continue. Jack of diamonds. You place it next to the highest diamond, which doesn't exist, so the highest card of its color also doesn't exist, so the highest card is the 8, sitting right there. And 9 of hearts. I guess this is our card to put here, although it's kind of higher than I wanted it to be. But I guess that we gotta do it. Put it there. Four diamonds. Four diamonds shall go here because it's the only place we can place it at all. Queen of clubs, we have 2 spots we could place it. Let's put it here because that's going to be much easier to fire into there. Actually, we do need this 10 spot for here. That kind of sucks, but we'll work with it. Jack of hearts. Nothing even similar to it, so we're going to place it right there. That's the highest card. You have almost all the royals out now. 3 of hearts. Can't place it anywhere. So that means we have to add it as armor because I believe in the updated rules, the shame pile went away. So we can't put it in our shame pile. We're going to have to put his armor on something. I don't know. I guess we put his armor on this jack. That seems like it might be the easiest to deal with. Which now has a health of 14. My gosh. Ace. Thank you, Ace. 10 of hearts. No clue what to do with this. If we put a diamond there, I'd place it there and fire. Well, that actually is nowhere near hitting a 14 health jack, so that wouldn't really do anything to that check. I guess we place it here, just keep this hearts. Oh, but I need another diamond. Darn. Questionable call. I'm going to place it here so I can fire at that jack and actually kill it. And when we get to that point, 7 of diamonds. We can't place it anywhere but like here. We could use an ace to pick up a pile. Do we want to do that at this point? Probably not. We can change this back to black or, well, yeah, technically it's black in normal playing cards, but white, I guess, or blue. We'll change it back to blue color later. Alright, 9 of clubs. We don't need clubs anymore. I'm going to place it here. Wait, actually. Oh, when I placed that there, that fired at that king. I hope I haven't been missing any other fires. Because that would suck. We do want to place this here because then we have this to fire at that queen. Right? I'm going to do that, I guess. Another ace. Alright, perfect. We're still looking for 1 queen, I think. We have 1 queen left in the deck somewhere. Right. We have 6 of diamonds. I'm gonna use an ace. To pick up this pile, which is 2 8s, 8 of hearts and diamonds, and place this 6 here so that we're lined up to shoot that king. 2. That's terrible. Where could we put it on armor, I guess, where it wouldn't make something very impossible to kill? We could put it here. That jack would become a 15, and we have 18 there to shoot it with. Put it here. We also have enough to shoot it with. And that's a little easier to trigger. I guess I'll put it here just so it's a little bit easier. I guess that works. All right, we have a 10 of spades. I think we can kill 2 things right now. If we put it here. We shoot this king for 16, killing it. We also shoot this jack for 18, killing it. That has a health of 14. And that was a really good turn, or card. 7 of clubs. I guess we just keep trying to kill what we can at this point. We have 14 here, so we have enough to kill the queen. I think we kill this jack so that we can freely change things here if we need to. So I'm going to put this 7 on the 6. It also doesn't raise the value as much as if I would put it on the 5. I'm going to kill this jack, which has 11 health, or 13 health. We're shooting it for 18. Ugh. Dropping cards. Not good. Alright, so we're actually in really good position right now. Because this means that if we get that last queen, I think it's a queen, then we're going to be able to probably just take it out by picking up this stack. The last queen's in here somewhere. 9 of diamonds. Let's just place it on this 9 so as to not raise the value of it. All right. Oh no, I changed my mind. I probably shouldn't be allowed to do that, but I did it. Only time I'll do that is maybe. I'm going to place it here so it fires on this queen and kills this queen. Oh my goodness, my stomach making a sound. And then we got a 5 of hearts, which we can put on this 5 to kill this jack. So we are now just 1 royal away. Okay, so I don't exactly know how to go about this. If you do not have a royal that's currently alive out, there's 2 ways I've seen this done. I think the way that was done in the actual video 2 months ago was that Tom kept flipping over cards from the top until he got a queen or like a royal, and then put all those cards on the bottom. But I've also seen it to where you just keep playing out the deck normally. And then when you get the royal, you play it. I don't know which way should be done. Maybe with these updated rules, it should be the way he did it in the original video, because then you're not losing cards from your deck while you're searching for a royal, because you currently can't kill any royals out, so you're kind of wasting your deck, placing it out. So I'm going to try doing it that way, currently, and hope that that is a good way to do it. So we're just going to flip over cards and not do anything with them. Okay, place onto the bottom of my deck. And we have that last queen. Only 1 spot to place it. And that's how I'm going to do it. Alright, so now we're going to continue flipping cards over normally. That's the top of the deck. Or bottom of the deck. Alright, we need to make this card blue. or black, however you want to call it. Dark color. So, oh gosh. I definitely not want to place a 4 on a queen. I'll make it a 16, which I don't want to try and strive for. So, we have one ace. Let's use this ace to pick up this pile. Because it's fine, that 10 is fine there. And then place that 4 there. We got a 5 of spades and a 10 of diamonds. We have the 7 of... yeah, we can place that right there. And now if we get anything that's 4 or more, which we probably will, we can shoot down this queen and win. Except we got 2. Okay, we have 17. I'm just going to place this as armor, because we can't do anything else anyway. That'll make the queen 14, but we have 17 damage here, so we're fine. There we go. Place this 7 on this 4, shoot the queen. And I won with a score of 1, because we have 1 joker in the deck, and we've used all 5 of these. 4 aces and a joker. Alright, so we won with just a little time to spare. 6 cards in the deck left. So that's Gridcannon with the updated rules, which I haven't seen any videos or anything on. And I wanted to try it out. I mean, I have playtested this, and I think I liked this version better than the original version that he did a video on. So I hope he does do a follow-up video to showcase this version or something similar to this version if he updates it again, because I think that update was quite a while ago by this point. Because I do really like this version. I like the idea of the stash and being able to use it at will. Maybe you could put a little bit of constraints on that, but I don't know how that would make the overall difficulty. It would make it a little more difficult. Like, if you could only do it before you revealed the next card from the top of your deck, so you don't know what the next card is, and you had to pick up something or move a top card of something. But I overall like this version more, probably, than the original version. And I might do more streams on it. Maybe test out some different combinations of rules. Maybe some of my own renditions, maybe. Currently I'm just using my best interpretation of the rules by Tom Francis himself. These being the updated rules that came out at some point. I don't know when he posted the updated rules, but I like this one, so I'm going to continue playing this one probably and not really play the other one. That's all I have to say about it. I just really like this game and wanted to share it. And there is a digital version. I don't know if it's actually like out and completed or if it's still in development, but there is a digital version of this game on Steam. It's called Gridcannon Reloaded or something along those lines. And there's various other digital editions people have made, like browser versions. So if you're interested in playing this online, you can go and find an online version of it. Some of them are pretty good, like really well done. And I like this with physical cards, obviously, because you can do whatever you want with the physical cards. You don't have to follow along to whatever the rules that people have made for the online ones. But anyway, that's all I have to say about it. Go read the article and the rules if you're interested in playing it yourself, or if you just want to know what the heck is happening in this stream. If you're seeing this as a video later, you can just, pause it, go read those. Maybe watch his video just to get a basic idea if you're having trouble understanding from the text alone. I hope that you enjoyed this stream, and see you on the next one. I don't know exactly what the next one is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be Mario Kart, Street Fighter, more Gridcannon, other solitaire games, other non-solitaire card games, another tabletop game. I don't know what it's going to be. But I really enjoyed doing this, and I'll probably do it again. maybe just play some more games of Gridcannon just to see how it goes, maybe probably modified a little bit. There's another game that I would also like to try out as well, a card game that's not a solitaire game. It's actually a 2 to 4 player game, mainly focused around 2 players, but I sort of have adapted it to be solo, but it's really, really difficult. So I might have to actually make the difficulty even easier on it because I've never won it with my solo version, which is basically kind of just cutting in half the 2 player version. So I don't know, but I might try that game too. So thank you for joining me. See you guys all on the next stream. This will be all for me today. Bye bye.